I get a lot of questions that sound like this. Are manufactured homes a good investment? Can you finance them? What about insurance? Do they hold any resale value? And big one, can you make them work long-term, or are you setting yourself up for headaches? If you're looking for something more affordable but still comfortable, safe, and nice to live in, this is for you. But first, clear your mental picture. I'm not talking about a tired, single-wide trailer parked on a weedy lot. Florida is now in a different game. We've got modern, well-kept communities, some of them beautiful, many with strong amenities, and homes that are built to serious wind standards. Think porches, lake lots, double wides that feel like small cottages, interior drywall options, real homes you'd be happy to host friends in. I'm Tom, and I help people buy the right home for the life they actually want in Florida, manufactured or site-built. I'm going to give you the pros, the cons, the gotchas, and a simple decision path you can follow today. When I say manufactured home, I mean a HUD-coded home assembled on site, usually with modern tie-downs and foundations, in a managed community or on privately owned land. I am not talking about RVs, fifth wheels, or the ultra-old single-wides from decades past. This is where people get confused, and it's the difference between loving your purchase or regretting it. Lot rent. You buy the home, but you lease the land from the park. Monthly lot rent in Florida can run high, think hundreds per month, sometimes close to $1,000 depending on location and amenities. The big risk? You don't control the land. If the park owner sells to a developer or raises rents aggressively, you're stuck either paying more or paying to move the home. Not cheap. I'm not saying never, but you should know there's more risk. Co-ownership. The community owns the land through a corporation. You own a share in that corporation along with your home. It gives you more stability and a say in how things are, but more importantly, in how things stay. Monthly fees in some co-ops can be surprisingly good, often well under what you'd expect for a resort-style setup, especially if you're not chasing every bell and whistle, if you own the land. This will typically bring you the best control and the best financing and resale story. You own the dirt and the home. This is usually the cleanest path for everyone involved. You can also use mortgage options and feel the most stability. A good agent can tell you which is which with a few clicks and a peek at the tax records. If they can't, get a better agent. So, why do people buy manufactured homes? First, it's because of a lower entry cost. If you want to keep your total purchase reasonable, then manufactured homes can open doors that site-built can't. In many parts of Florida, you can find well-kept, cottage-feeling double wides with front and back porches, sometimes even lake views, for a fraction of new site-built construction. In certain coastal hotspots, expect higher starting points. Location still rules. Second reason, buyers and sellers get to keys in hand quicker. New builds can be a year or more. Manufactured setups are usually measured in months. Buy in the off-season, and you can often be enjoying season in your own place. When we used to think of these kinds of homes, you might have imagined needing to make some sacrifices to save some money. That's not the case anymore. Newer homes are designed for serious wind. The idea that every storm is going to tear a manufactured home apart is outdated. Is it indestructible? No. Is a well-installed, newer home built to perform far better than the old stereotypes? Yes, by a mile. Not completely your land? You get lower monthly carrying costs with a manufactured home. In co-ops or land-owned communities, the monthly fee can be refreshingly normal, especially compared to condos with elevators, big roofs, and massive reserves. Fewer shared systems, fewer surprises. If you're 55 plus, some of these communities are basically resort living. Pool, pickleball, clubs, potlucks, bike rides at sunset. Tight-knit in the best way. Neighbors look out for each other. Or you go rural, enjoy your extra space. Either way, that's peace of mind, and it keeps some retirement money in your pocket. Don't forget, on top of all of that, taxes are often lower. Not always, but often. It depends on where you buy and whether you own the land. Okay, here's the cons you need to know, so you don't learn the hard way. First negative, insurance can be tougher on older units. Newer is going to equal easier. Going older will sometimes make it near impossible to insure affordably. If you want predictable coverage, target newer homes and designs. Think mid-2000s or newer as a clean rule of thumb. And be strategic about coverages. You can choose higher deductibles or skip certain riders if you're comfortable self-insuring specific risks. Talk it through with people who know what they're talking about before you bind yourself to anything. Second con, depreciation and buyer stigma. Some buyers simply just won't consider manufactured, period. That can affect resale. The flip side is, when I drag a skeptical buyer to a clean, updated manufactured home that lives like a cottage, 4 out of 5 times they say, I had no idea. If resale is important to you, buy where demand already exists, established, well-run communities, and keep the home updated like you would for any house. Oh boy, let me tell you our third con, Flood risk. Don't buy in a floodplain with a manufactured home if you can help it. In any scenario, water wins. Even with these new models, if you absolutely must be near big water, plan for elevation. Think stilts, pier foundations, and all the added costs that come with that. My advice, choose higher ground, avoid danger zones, and sleep better. Obviously, manufactured homes are not a set it and forget it kind of thing. Treat it like a home, not a temporary stop. Keep it current. Paint, flooring, fixtures, and landscaping like in any home. The places that sell quickly on resale are the ones that feel modern, clean, and lovingly maintained. Flamingo overload, dusty wicker, and cluttered lanais don't sell, ever. So let's talk financing. What's realistic? This is where the land setup drives your options. Own the land and have a permanent foundation. You can often use FHA, VA, USDA, or conventional, assuming the home meets foundation standards. The cleaner the title and the newer the home, the easier this gets. Financing, leased land. Look at chattel loans, personal property financing designed for manufactured homes not attached as real property. There are lenders who specialize in this space that can and often do move quickly. Rates and terms will differ from traditional mortgages, so compare apples to apples and look at the total cost of ownership with lot rent included. Either way, I always line buyers up with lenders who know manufactured homes cold. It cuts weeks off the process and avoids the "we don't do those" dead ends. Now we need to talk insurance. Here's how to think about it like a pro. Target newer homes to keep carriers and premiums reasonable. Right size your coverage. Maybe you're fine self-insuring a roof up to a certain number because you ran the math. Maybe you want full wind coverage because it helps you sleep. There's no one size fits all here. There's a smart plan for your risk tolerance. We help with that. Avoid flood zones unless you're prepared for higher insurance and buildup costs, okay? Pick elevation over view if budget and predictability matter most. So what about price ranges? Manufactured homes can put you in a livable, attractive space at numbers where site-built just isn't playing, especially if you're in that $200,000 to $300,000 overall spend range. In some coastal or highly desirable pockets, the starting line moves up. That's Florida. We'll look at total monthly cost, loan, land cost or lot rent, insurance, taxes, utilities, and build the plan that fits your reality. Yes, manufactured homes can depreciate, especially on leased land. But here's what I see work. Buy newer in a well-run community. Choose a floor plan that lives right. Storage, open kitchen, good light, a proper porch. Keep finishes current and the exterior clean. If possible, own the land. It's the cleanest story for financing and resale. Think like a buyer. What would make you say, "oh wow," when you walk in? That's what you invest in. If you're newly retired, certain 55 and older communities can be perfect. Amenities, events, neighbors your age, and a lifestyle designed around enjoying the day. The monthly cost can be lower than you expect, and the social side, well, it's easy to build a circle fast if you want it. Here's a simple decision path you can use to see if this is right for you. Decide your land model. If you want maximum control and the best financing or resale options, prioritize communities where you own the land or a co-op share. If you're comfortable with lot rent and love a specific park's feel, run the math with honest assumptions about rent growth. Set your newness threshold. If easy insurance is a must, target 2015s or newer, resale or new install. If you're open to older, bake in upgrade costs and confirm insurability before you fall in love. Price the total monthly. Don't compare sticker prices only. Compare the total. Payment plus lot plus insurance plus taxes. That's the real number. Walk 3 homes you didn't think you'd like. Let me show you options you would have scrolled past. Seeing the surprise fit in person changes everything. Manufactured homes won't be right for everyone, but for a lot of people, they are the perfect bridge between Florida is a dream and Florida is where we actually live. If you want modern, manageable, friendly, and fast, this lane can deliver. And if your budget is tight, manufactured might be the difference between waiting years and living here this season. If you're in that $200,000 to $300,000 budget range and you've ruled out condos or you're just allergic to big HOA surprises, let's go look at a handful of communities together. We'll sort the land question, run the real numbers, and get you into something that feels like home, not a compromise. I'll put my contact info below. And hey, if you're ready to explore affordable, modern, manufactured homes here in Florida, or you want to see how we can help you find land and place the perfect home on it, head over to the propertysolutionsteamdealership.com. You can also just scan the QR code on screen. You'll find floor plans, financing info, and real people who can walk you through the whole process from start to finish. I'm Tom Lehman. We're all about service, not sales. Let's find the place that fits you and get you living in Florida sooner than you thought possible.